Namaste, my lovelies. Welcome to Awaken You Healing Center with Shelly, and I am Shelly. Today we are going to invite a detoxifying practice to help cleanse and clear the mind, the body, and the spirit. So join me in this pretty swift practice, about a 20-minute practice. I will recommend blocks or water bottles if you have, or hefty books. So grab your mat, unroll the mat, unpeel the edges, and together, my lovelies, let us do this. Welcome back, my lovely friends, or if you are here for the first time, welcome to Awaken You Healing Center in this detoxifying practice. If you have a couch pillow or a block, I invite you to grab that, get it under the sit bones, and we're gonna wiggle out, find your seat, find that crisscross applesauce, that Sukhasana, the easy pose that may not feel so easy. So give yourself permission maybe to wiggle, waggle out to the top of the body. Give yourself permission to exhale, to sink down a little bit. Beautiful work. Perhaps you can soften the gaze or close the eyes. And if you need to find a little movement, I understand how it can be when we're first starting your practice. You can also find a drishti, a still visual point, with the hands on the tops of the knees. Invite an organic inhale that comes down into the belly, followed by a long and lengthened exhale with a sigh of relief. Melt the jaw for a detoxifying exhalation breath. So I invite you to take 5 breaths at your own pace. Organic in. Exhale long and strong. And I invite you permission to melt the jaw and know that breath is one of our most powerful forces. So 5 of these at your own pace. Now I'm right here with you holding space. And if you're on your last breath, make it count. Organic in. Exhale it out. And just for a moment, if you will, grab both hands and rest them on your heart. And just acknowledge yourself today. Acknowledge everything that you're going through. Acknowledge how you're feeling. And giving yourself permission to go through your day as you are, authentically as yourself, and not shoving down all of these feelings, giving yourself permission to be open to feeling, because the gateway to healing, my friends, is feeling. Breathing a breath of love in for yourself. Exhaling love around you. Lovely work. And just gently batting your eyelashes open. And from here, putting the hands on the knees. And we're gonna exhale, make the spine nice and round, come back into your body from the core and the heart. We're gonna shoot forward, heart first, core second, seated cow and cats. Inhale, find roundness in the spine. Exhale out. And if I ever say inhale when you're exhaling, don't you focus on that. Let yourself show up exactly as you are. Just give yourself permission to tune in to this lovely spine of yours today. How is it feeling in the spine? Invite that movement. Wake your body up. Invite a little bit of heat. Or if you want to take it more slow and isolated, that's okay too. Last round, full cycle through. Exhale to neutral. So starting with the right heel towards the pelvic wall. And you can draw that knee on the right side a little bit kind of more in alignment with your body, like vertical. And then we're going to take that right foot and we're going to roll out the ankle for a minute. Ooh, be okay with any cricks or pops. And then we're going to cross the midsection. And fun fact is, every time we cross the midsection, we are growing our brain cells. So Move your sit bones, find yourself a comfortable seat. Inhale, roll the shoulders back, find a little length. Exhale, twist to the left. Inviting that detoxifying breath in. And exhaling it out. 2 more full, complete breaths like this. Let it go. Wonderful work. Part of detoxifying is showing up and doing the work, correct? Extended exhale. Then coming to center, and for a moment, I invite you to wrap your arms around your leg. Bow your chin, your nose to your knee, and give yourself love and gratitude for showing up. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for showing up today. I love you. Breathing all of that love in as you pause for a moment. And then inhale, raise that spine up, and then exhale, twist to the right. You can reach the hand behind. Find that space between too much and not enough. And if you have any spinal injuries, just be super mindful that you're not twisting and contorting yourself. Find more gentle twists, like so. You can just gaze past you. If you're feeling it, you can hook that elbow. 3 expansive breaths here. Exhale it out. Nice work. Maybe give yourself a smile. I read the book Eat, Pray, Love by Elizabeth Gilbert, and I loved how she did these Bali meditation practices, and they smile for the whole meditation practice for an hour, just sitting there smiling. Because smiling is an act of self-love, which is an act of self-kindness. Exhale. Slowly and mindfully coming back to center. Give yourself a hug. Love you. Exhale, the hands behind you like a kickstand. Slowly unravel your pretzel. Maybe lift your legs up. You can kick your feet. Maybe give a little windshield wiper here for a moment. Roll out the ankles. Boop, boop, boop. Okay. Now draw the opposite heel in, right? So right body, heel comes in. And then the thigh is going to run vertical in alignment with the body. And then roll out that ankle, cross that midsection, grow those brain cells. Inhale, grow the spine. Really just find your sit bones aligned on the earth. I'm still on my pillow, which I like. If that's not vibing for you, move it out of the way. Ground this top foot into the earth. Inhale, lift through the spine. Exhale, twist to the left here. And you can hook that arm around. You can hug yourself here. Breathe 3 expansive breaths, right? So it's more of, we're going for more of that exhalation, detoxifying breath. So smooth inhale in. Press the exhale. And right, notice if one side, if your glute, your hamstring is feeling tight, just be with it. Bring that breath in. Exhale it out. And I remember when I used to first take yoga classes, I was afraid to let other yogis hear my breath. Exhale, last breath. I invite you permission to breathe your breath. You're at home, right? You're safe here. It's cozy. Come back to center for a moment. Hug yourself. Bow your head to your knee. Breathe a breath of love in for yourself. And exhale that love around you. Giving yourself gratitude for showing up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And maybe a smile. Let a smile curl up on the edges of your lips. Slowly and mindfully rise the back of the heart up. Grow your spine. Exhale, twist to the right side. So you can kind of reach that hand for the foot. Press the outside hand into the earth. Again, if there's a spinal injury, like take it slow, be just like here. But if your spine is willing, you can reach past that edge, that space between too much and not enough. Breathe that breath in. Letting it go. Lovely, lovely, my lovely friends. Bring that breath in. Good work here. Let it go. And slowly and mindfully meeting back at center. And we're just going to take this top leg, make a nice transition. Both legs swing on the outside, meeting in a tabletop position. And here's where this tabletop position, we're going to move that blanket or pillow out of the way. And I invite you, if you have hard floors, that you can put a blanket under your knees. I have this lovely carpet with actually an extra carpet pad, so it's feeling really good today on my hardwood floors. But if not, you can also peel the mat over for the knees. Okay, now opening up the mat here, you can reach to the earth and giving yourself permission to just set yourself up for success here. If you need a tuck in your shirt here, we're gonna reach the hands about 1 handprint above the shoulders. Wide open starfish hands. If you have wider shoulders, You can allow the pinky and the ring finger to extend from the mat. Extend one foot long, posting on right the toes. Extend the other foot long, coming into a plank. Slowly, mindfully pressing the sit bones high up to the sky here. Just taking a moment here in a downward facing dog as you allow your hands to root into the earth. And from here, we're going to bend one knee in, and we're going to cross the midsection, and we're going to peek on the opposite side. So, right, I'm on the right knee. The right knee is in and softened, while the left leg is extended, soft, gentle bend, but I'm peeking under and through the left side body. And then slowly and mindfully, we're going to exhale the other heel down, and then we're going to cross the knee over the midsection and peek up a little bit. Another little gentle detoxifying, crossing that mid-center. Invite that exhale. So allow yourself permission to just focus on that exhale. Bring that breath in. Let that exhale go. Lovely, lovely. Slowly and mindfully rooting the hands into the earth. And we're going to exhale, transition to a plank. Back to downward facing dog. 5 of these. Find strength in your body by affirming, I am strong. 1. Find that strength. Open, hollow the front body, hollow the back body. You can open the feet up. 2. 3. We are strong. We can do this. 4. 5. All the way back. And then rooting the left foot into the earth. Inhale, raising 3-legged dog, right foot high to the sky. Now we're going to inhale to tuck. 3 to the center. Exhale, long and strong. Drive the heel up to the sit bone. Drive the chin towards the knee. Exhale, long and strong. Here, last one. Inhale, hold. 5, 4, 3. You can do hard things by doing them. 2, 1. Step that foot forward, my beautiful friends. First option here, we're going to come down actually on the knee. Give yourself a minute. Maybe you can come forward a little bit. Exhale, rock back. If you're feeling like a little off kilter, set yourself up more like you're on a set of skis or like you're on a train track other than a tightrope. You can also invite these blocks. So when I first started practicing yoga, I thought that blocks were for weakling yogis. And I found, right, in my training in the last 4 years of teaching yoga, that blocks are here to help us, right? They're part of our journey. Wonderful work, my friends. We're gonna go for a lovely detoxifying pose as we root that right foot. If you're facing side by side with me, we're gonna root the right foot in, or it could be the opposite foot. We're gonna root that in. You can stay down here. We're gonna take the block facing the vertical tall edge, right? Facing the short edge of the mat. We're gonna root that under our shoulder, and then we're gonna inhale, we're gonna reach for the knee on top. And maybe it feels good for you to walk the foot out a little bit, point the toes out a little bit to get a little bit more of a hip opener here. Breathe that breath in here. Detoxifying twist. This is the first option. If this feels good, you can stay here. Second option is to power through, post up on that hind foot. Inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together, pressing up here. Option 1, hand stays at knee. Option 2, hand stays at hips. Again, you could be down here. Option 3, shoulder stacks over shoulder. Option 4, find a free, lovely movement. One of the reasons I fell in love with yoga is because I love the free expression as you bring that breath in and letting it go. Welcome that detoxifying breath, that exhalation breath, letting it go. 2 more of these at your own pace. You've got this. Exhale it out. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Slowly, mindfully reaching for that block on the other side, allowing that hind knee to rest on the earth here. And we're gonna release the top toes on the hind foot. And maybe we're gonna open up the hip a little bit by walking and putting the heel on the mat and letting the toes kind of point at a 45-degree angle off. We're gonna reach for our blocks here, and we're gonna walk them forward, coming in for this supported lizard here. So really allow that hip to open, allow the heart to open. Here you can give yourself just that little gentle back bend by tipping the chin up to the sky. 3 of your own detoxifying breaths, my friends. Focus on only the exhale. And sometimes when we say that, that inhale can be more short, and that's fine. Focus the exhale. Lovely, you've got this. Bring that breath in. Oh my gosh, hip opener. Thank you so much. Slowly and mindfully, we're gonna walk those blocks on the outside, and we're gonna get our hands down on the earth because we're gonna set our hands up like our feet, right? About one handprint ahead of the shoulders, stepping that foot back, ha ha ha. Excuse me, pressing into the earth here. Wide open starfish hand, pressing all the way back up, downward facing dog, my lovely friends. Taking a moment, pedal out your heels. Take a moment to flip your perspective, right? Sometimes in life, I think we get so trapped in like the physical form and what we can see, but sometimes we need to like get creative and flip our perspective. So from here, make that transition, inhale, plank position. Find strength, hollow out the front body, squeeze the glute back. 5 of these. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale, I am strong. 3 more. Inhale, I am strong. Exhale, strength. 2 more. We got this. We can do hard things by actually doing that. Exhale back. Last one here. Breathe it in. Ah ha ha. Pressing all the way back. Hips reaching up to the sky, hollowing that front body, rooting the opposite foot in, right? And then we're gonna 3-legged dog the opposite side. Leg goes long and strong. If you need to be down here, that's okay. You could 3-legged dog this way. And they're gonna inhale, come in, tuck to the chin. So that's another variation. Exhale, long and strong. Inhale to center. So it's a total of 4. Last one, long and strong. Inhale, tuck, hold, 5, 4, press the earth away, I am strong, 3, 2, you can do hard things by doing them, step it through, ha ha ha, release that knee down. You can release the top of the feet here, reach for your blocks. Give yourself a minute, feel the heat, feel the intensity of the breath, the intensity of the movement, my friends. Oh, give yourself a moment. Wonderful work from here. We're gonna focus on the opposite hand in the block and maybe walk that foot on the opposite side out. First option is to stay down here. We're gonna post the hind foot up. You can reach for the knee, inhale, raising the shoulder and the body up towards the bent leg here. First option. Second is to power through that hind foot for more of this like runner's lunge. And then we're gonna press onto that knee. Option 1 here. Option 2 at the hip. Option 3, float that arm high to the sky. And option 4, right, find that beautiful movement. Bring that breath with you and let it go. Invite 3 expansive exhales on your own. Allowing yourself permission to detoxify, to let go of what's no longer serving you. Beautiful. Let it go. Lovely, lovely. Slowly and mindfully from the core, reach for the opposite block. We're gonna rest that hind heel down, rest the top of the foot down. We're gonna use the blocks and walk forward. And also we're going to move that foot that's grounded on the earth, heel on the mat, 45-degree angle as the toes face off the mat here. And then you're gonna inhale, open that hip, ha ha ha. Modified lizard feels so freaking amazing. Bring that breath in. Let it go. And again, inhale a freaking smile. I think sometimes in our practice, we are so freaking serious and we're so hard on ourselves. So soften with a smile. Invite that stretch, that release, bringing that breath in. Exhale it out. Slowly and mindfully press into the earth. Ha ha ha. You can walk that foot back, my lovelies. And from here, we're gonna step the feet back, the foot back. We're gonna touch big toes, touching big toes. Sink the sit bones back. And know wherever you are in your practice, you can also invite a block and kind of like rest back if that's feeling good for you. Melt the chest to the earth. A traditional child's pose is Balasana, and that's hands tucked behind you. The Bhaktasana, more of an active child's pose, is arms lengthened forward. Find what feels best for you in your practice. Rest your third eye on the mat. Give yourself permission to roll the third eye from side to side for a moment. Breathing in a big breath to the back of the heart and letting it go. Lovely work. And just for a moment, if you will, invite the affirmation or the mantra, I am grateful. Exhale. I am grateful. Exhale, that lengthen exhale. I am grateful. And allow yourself for a moment to pause in a loving vibration. And slowly just bringing the palms of your hands under the shoulders. And slowly and mindfully pressing yourself up here. And you can move that block if you were using that under you here. And allow yourself to move onto your sit bones. So you can swing the legs to one side, get on the sit bones for a moment here, and maybe just take a moment and crab crawl to the top of your mat. And just slowly and mindfully from the belly, you're just gonna slowly, almost like you're releasing, right? Like this beautiful string of malas, and you're gonna release vertebrae, one at a time, nice and slow and steady. So just test your center of gravity. And remember, it's a practice. It's not a perfect, so if your body goes down, woo, that's okay. And just mindfully allow your back to rest on the earth. And maybe if it feels good, you can crisscross applesauce. You can roll out your ankles. Just give yourself a moment to show up on the mat as you inhale. Maybe you make some small circles, right, with the knees, bringing the knees to the heart and then away. Taking a moment here, exhale to the opposite direction. And just slowly and mindfully, my beautiful friends here, we're going to take our feet kind of side by side, hug the knees, and just kind of gently tick-tock them side to side. So I've found in these laying twists that when I just twist, it hurts my spine. But if I kind of give a little more action, a little more active pose first, it's actually a lot easier to deal with. And also, if you can, maybe use your monkey feet and grab a block, and you can grab a block, or if you have a pillow, you can bring that pillow with you. And we're going to place the pillow on one side, so it doesn't matter which side, on one side. And so tick-tock, and then we're going to inhale, then exhale as you twist, and you're going to allow both of the legs to go together to one side. And you can just rest the top foot and the bottom foot kind of like nestled in a crook. You can bring the arms to float to one side like a cactus. You can allow them to lengthen long. And just tune in, how does it feel in your head and your neck? You can exhale to one side, breathe that breath in. Invite that detoxifying breath here. Just find a little relaxation for yourself here. So 3 more fluid exhales at your own pace, my beautiful friends. Exhaling, perhaps allowing yourself to let go a little bit deeper. Let go of something that is no longer serving you. Bringing that breath in and letting it go. Lovely work. Last one, make it count. Bring that breath in. Let it go. And just slowly and mindfully activate your core. And then, you could kind of one at a time bring the knees together. And just once again, we're going to tick-tock, but we're going to bring the prop block with us on the opposite side. So just kind of tick-tock goes the clock. Side to side. And then on an exhale, when you're feeling good, you can exhale to one side and just allow the feet to kind of nestle into a comfortable position together. Arms can cactus, arms can lay long, head can go in the opposite direction or looking straight up, my beautiful friends here, bringing that breath in and letting it go. And once again, my friends, just focusing on that exhale and knowing that every time we allow the exhale to go a little bit deeper, we can let go of something that is no longer serving us. So what is it that you want to let go of, right? Bring that breath in. Let it go. Last one, bring that breath in. Smile, if you will. Raise the corners of the cheeks. Exhale. Lovely. Slowly and mindfully, you can bring the knees back to the chest. Give yourself a little hug if you want to. You can raise up, and slowly and mindfully, we're going to allow the legs to lengthen long. If you need to situate on your mat in our final pose of surrender. And I just invite you to just notice your body. If you're feeling like you need more grounding, hands can go to the belly. If you're feeling like you could use some more love, bring the hands to the heart. And take this moment here as we lay in our pose of surrender. And just allow the toes to soften. Allow the soles of the feet to soften down. Spiraling to the ankles as we relax. Melting the shins back to the calves. Softening the kneecaps. Relaxing the thighs, softening the sit bones and the pelvic wall, and allowing your heart permission to just soften for a moment, letting the shoulder blades release down towards the earth, letting the long parts and the short parts of the arms to lay heavy, spiraling as we soften and relax the hands. And just for a moment, I invite you permission to tune into the heart and feel what it's feeling like in your heart. This is a moment of allowing, of non-judgment, of just being with what is in the heart space. And just softening through the back of the neck and the front of the throat. And maybe noticing if you're holding tension in the jaw, you can clench it and let it go. Softening the nose, allowing the eyelids to get heavy, and allowing each hair follicle to soften down towards the earth. And just pausing here as we'll take the next few minutes to lay in the pose of surrender. And I invite you, my beautiful friends, to know that this is the pose of surrender, so there's no way of doing this right or wrong. This is allowing yourself a permission to let go, to just surrender to what is. So knowing that I'm right here with you, and that we'll just take these next few moments in silence within ourselves. Letting go with the surrender, and just bringing your awareness back here, right? Just noticing what you were noticing in the mind and the emotional body, and that's okay. Whatever was going on, it's okay to be where you are. And you can just awaken the toes by wiggling the toes, the fingers, and just at your own pace when you're ready, we're gonna roll onto one side so you can just kind of kickstand your feet and your knees and just allow yourself a moment to roll on the side with eyes closed, drawing your knees towards yourself and giving yourself a hug, acknowledging yourself and giving yourself so much gratitude for showing up today, breathing a breath of love in for yourself and exhaling love around you. Wonderful. And maybe allow that smile. We're going to use that top arm to kickstand up to a seated position. And if you can, test your center of gravity. Ooh, catch that energy, right? And keep your eyes closed and meet with your palms, kissing palms to your heart center. Just take a moment here to honor and acknowledge yourself, to honor and acknowledge the love and the light within you. And today, give yourself permission to honor and acknowledge that love and that light within everyone surrounding you. Namaste. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much for practicing with me. I'm so grateful for you. I will see you back here very soon, my beautiful friends. And I just invite you permission today to bring that exhalation breath with you, no matter what's going on, right? That extended exhale. When you're feeling those moments of like overwhelm, anxiety, right? Because it matters almost more what we do off of our mat than what we do on it. So bring this practice with you throughout your day. Thank you. I love you.